Hey, it's Abhi. And listen, are you ready to unlock some serious success? Because today we're diving deep, my friend, deep into a book that's been a total game changer for me and millions around the world. The One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. This isn't just another productivity hack, okay? This is about simplifying your entire approach to work, to life, to everything, so you can finally achieve those extraordinary results you've been dreaming of. We're talking laser focus, ditching the distractions, and getting crystal clear on the one thing that matters most right now. Are you ready? Let's do this. All right, let's talk dominoes, but not the kind you play with. Imagine this. You strategically line up dominoes, one after the other. You gently tip over the first one, and what happens? It sets off a chain reaction, a ripple effect of unstoppable momentum. That's the power of the one thing. When you focus your energy on that one crucial action, that one pivotal task that will make the biggest impact, you create a domino effect in your own life. Think about it. You know how sometimes you feel stuck, like you're pushing a giant boulder uphill? That's because you're trying to do too many things at once. You're scattered, your energy is dispersed, and you end up feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. But when you identify your one thing, that one action that will propel you forward, everything changes. It's like finding the lever that can move the world. Suddenly, you're not just pushing a boulder uphill, you're riding a wave of momentum. This isn't about doing less, my friend, it's about achieving more by focusing on what truly matters. So ask yourself, what's the one domino you can tip over today that will create a ripple effect of incredible results in your life? Okay, let's talk about multitasking. I know, we live in a world that glorifies the ability to juggle a million things at once. But let me tell you something. Multitasking is a myth. It's a recipe for mediocrity, for burnout, for feeling like you're constantly running on a hamster wheel and getting nowhere fast. Here's the truth. Our brains are not wired to multitask effectively. When we try to do too many things at once, we end up doing none of them well. Our focus becomes fragmented. Our attention is divided and the quality of our work suffers. Think about it. Have you ever tried to write an important email while simultaneously answering text messages and listening to a podcast? How did that work out for you? Chances are you ended up feeling frazzled, the email was riddled with typos, and you didn't fully absorb a single word of the podcast. Here's the thing. When you focus on one task at a time, you give yourself the mental space to truly engage with it. You produce higher quality work, you're more efficient, and you're less likely to make mistakes. So ditch the multitasking myth, my friend. Embrace the power of focus. It's your secret weapon to unlocking your full potential and achieving extraordinary results. You know those pesky little voices in our heads? The ones that whisper doubts and fears that tell us we're not good enough, smart enough, or disciplined enough to achieve our dreams? Yeah, well, the one thing calls those voices out. It exposes the 6 common lies that sabotage our success and keep us feeling stuck and unfulfilled. These lies are so insidious because they often masquerade as truths, as societal expectations, as the right way to live our lives. Lie number 1, everything matters equally. False. Not everything deserves our time and energy. Lie number 2, multitasking is the key to productivity. We just busted that myth, right? Lie number 3, success requires superhuman discipline. Nope, it's about finding your rhythm and designing your life to support your goals. Lie number 4, willpower is an endless resource. Wrong again. Willpower is like a muscle, it gets tired. We'll talk more about that later. Lie number 5, a perfectly balanced life is the ultimate goal. Newsflash, life is about choices, and sometimes it means leaning into certain areas more than others. And finally, lie number 6, big goals are bad. On the contrary, big goals ignite our passion and push us outside our comfort zones. So there you have it, the 6 lies exposed. Remember, knowledge is power, and by recognizing these limiting beliefs, we can start to dismantle them and create a life of purpose, passion, and extraordinary results. Let's be real, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? So why is it that some people seem to accomplish 10 times more than others? It's not about working harder, my friend, it's about working smarter. It's about mastering the art of prioritization. Enter the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. This principle states that roughly 80% of our results come from just 20% of our efforts. Think about that for a second, it's a total game changer. Instead of spreading ourselves thin trying to do it all, the key is to identify that vital 20%, those activities that are truly moving the needle forward, and pour our energy into those. Ask yourself, what is the 20% that's generating 80% of my desired results? What are the tasks, the projects, the relationships that are truly lighting me up and propelling me towards my goals? Once you've identified your 20%, it's time to ruthlessly eliminate, delegate, or automate the rest. Seriously, say bye-bye to those energy-draining tasks that are keeping you stuck in a cycle of busy work. Remember, focus is your superpower, and prioritizing is how you harness that superpower to achieve extraordinary results. All right, let's talk about time blocking, my friend. This is where the rubber meets the road, where good intentions transform into tangible results. You see, it's not enough to simply identify your one thing and prioritize your tasks. You need to give yourself dedicated, uninterrupted time to actually work on them. Here's how it works. Grab your calendar, whether it's a digital one or an old-school paper version, and block out a specific time each day to focus solely on your one thing. This is your sacred time, your non-negotiable appointment with your goals. Treat this time block like you would any important meeting or appointment. Turn off your phone, close your email, silence those pesky notifications, and tell your family, your roommates, your cat that you are off limits. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Marie, I can't possibly block out time every single day. My schedule is insane. I hear you, but here's the thing. Even if you can only carve out 30 minutes or an hour a day, do it. Consistency is key. Remember, willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. By time blocking, you're essentially front-loading your willpower. You're making the decision of what you're going to work on ahead of time, so you don't have to waste precious mental energy later on trying to decide what to tackle. Let's talk about goal setting, but not just any kind of goal setting. We're talking about a powerful framework that bridges the gap between those big, audacious dreams and the daily actions we need to take to make them a reality. It's called Goal Setting to the Now, and it's about connecting your long-term vision with the present moment. Here's how it works. Start with your someday goal. This is your big, hairy, audacious goal, the one that lights you up from the inside out. Write it down. Own it. Now, work backwards. Ask yourself, what's the 5-year goal that will lead me to my someday goal? What's the 1-year goal, the monthly goal, the weekly goal, the daily goal? Keep breaking it down until you get to your right now goal. This process is like creating a roadmap for your success. It takes those seemingly overwhelming goals and breaks them down into manageable, actionable steps. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and goal setting to the now helps you identify that first step and every step thereafter. So, what's your someday goal? All right, my friend, we've talked about the power of focus, the importance of prioritization, and the magic of time blocking. Now let's talk about the 4 thieves of productivity, those sneaky culprits that rob us of our precious time and energy. Thief number 1, the inability to say no. Listen, we all want to be helpful, but saying yes to everything means spreading ourselves thin and sacrificing our own goals. Learn to politely decline requests that don't align with your priorities. Thief number 2, the fear of chaos. Newsflash, life is messy. Embrace imperfection and don't get bogged down by the need to keep everything perfectly organized. Sometimes you just gotta let some things slide. Thief number 3, poor health habits. You know the drill. Prioritize sleep, nourish your body with healthy foods, and move your body regularly. When you feel your best, you do your best work. And finally, thief number 4, an environment that doesn't support your goals. Take a good hard look at your surroundings. Is your workspace cluttered and distracting? Do you constantly get interrupted? Create a space that fosters focus, creativity, and productivity. Remember, protecting your time and energy is essential for achieving your goals. Be vigilant, my friend, and don't let these thieves steal your success. Wow, we covered a lot of ground today, didn't we? We talked about the power of focusing on your one thing, the importance of prioritizing, and the strategies for making it all happen. But more than just talking about it, I hope you feel inspired and ready to take action. Remember, success isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. It's about identifying your one thing and focusing on it with laser-like precision. So, what's your one thing? What action can you take right now to move closer to your goals? Share it with me in the comments below. I'm here to cheer you on every step of the way. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future